Have you ever wished you had a crystal ball to tell if you're ready to buy a home? This video promises to give you the clarity you need, highlighting the signs and red flags of home buying readiness. By the end, you'll know exactly where you stand and what your next steps should be. Watch now to avoid potential pitfalls and make an informed decision. Hello, I'm Frank Kenny. We're living in Los Angeles South Bay. Today we're going to talk about how to determine if you're ready to buy a home. But before we do that, please like and subscribe so you're guaranteed to receive all of our helpful videos. If you're trying to decide you're ready to buy a home, there's probably a lot on your mind. You're thinking about your finances, today's mortgage rates, home prices, and the limited supply of homes for sale and more. And you're juggling how all of those things will impact the choice you'll make. While the housing market conditions are definitely a factor in your decision, your own personal situation and your finances matter too. As an article from NerdWallet says, housing market trends give important context, but whether this is a good time to buy a house also depends on your financial situation, life goals, and readiness to become a homeowner. Instead of trying to time the market, focus on what you can control. Here are a few questions that can give you clarity on whether you're ready to make your move. Number one, do you have a stable job? Pretty basic, right? But one thing to consider is how stable you feel your employment is. Buying a home is a big purchase, and you're going to sign a home loan stating you'll pay that loan back. That's a big commitment. Knowing you have a reliable job and a steady stream of income coming in can help put your mind at ease when making such a large purchase. Number two, have you figured out what you can afford? If you have reliable paychecks coming in, the next thing to figure out is what you can afford. That'll depend on your spending habits, debt, and more. To be sure you have a good idea of what to expect from a dollar amount perspective, start by talking to a trusted mortgage broker. If you contact us, we can help you with that. The mortgage broker will be able to tell you about the pre-approval process and what you're qualified to borrow, current mortgage rates, and your approximate monthly payment, closing costs to anticipate, and other expenses you'll want to budget for. That way you can make an informed decision about whether you're ready to buy now. And by the way, interest rates have and are expected to drop further, so check out our video on that. Number three, do you have an emergency fund? Another key factor is whether you'll have enough cash left over in case of an emergency. While that's not fun to think about, it's an important thing to consider. You don't want to overextend on the house and then not be able to weather a storm if one comes along. A typical emergency fund is about 3 to 6 months of expenses. As CNET says, you'll want to have a financial cushion that can cover several months of living expenses, including the mortgage payments, in case of unforeseen circumstances such as job loss or medical emergencies. Number four, how long do you plan to live there? It was mentioned above, but buying a home involves some upfront expenses. And while you get that money back and more, as you gain equity, that process takes time. If you plan to move too soon, you may not recoup your investment. For example, if you're looking to sell and move again in a year, it might not make sense to buy right now. As Lawrence Yoon, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, explains, 5 years is a good comfortable mark. If the price of your home appreciates considerably, then even 3 years would be fine. So think about your future. If you plan to transfer to a new city with the upcoming promotion you're working toward, or you anticipate your loved ones will need you to move closer to take care of them, that's something to factor into. Step 5, above all else, the most important question is, do you have a team of real estate professionals in place? If not, then finding a trusted local agent and a mortgage broker is a great first step. The pros can talk to you through their options and help you decide if you're ready to take the plunge or if you have a few more things to get in order first. The bottom line is that if you want to buy a home, before you start to look at homes, it's best to talk to a professional realtor and a mortgage broker to help assess where you are financially and also find out what the real estate market is doing today. If you want to talk about everything you need to consider to determine if you're ready to buy, please comment below or reach out to us directly. Please like and subscribe so you're guaranteed to get all of our current helpful videos, and please feel free to share these useful videos with your family and friends. And this is Frank Kenny with Living in Los Angeles South Bay, and I'll see you on the next video.